And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a great race coming up for y'all.
Oh, yes, we do. I am giddy with emotion.
Yep.
And just super excited. We've got Noble TGH going against Fladervy in a full-on brawl as they race towards the top of the mountain here.
Yep.
And
this time around, Tej stealing that name from Flad. Kind of an interesting choice there.
Or is it going to be a continuation of the two? We'll have to wait and see.
Oh. It
it's
is.
Big,
we get the double awe. Nice.
I'll say it quietly so I don't disrupt chat, but just
I'm imagining, what is that song like? It's the one where like the dude's head is over the mountain during part of it.
Oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, we are off and running into prologue. So again, this is going to be a total of 3 races. Every race is 1 point, and the winner of the set gets a bonus point. So 4 points are up for grabs altogether.
Yeah, it looks like on our leaderboard, unfortunately, the places won't change based on the results of this race. Tej already secured in first, and Flad, unfortunately, his best case scenario is a tie in points with M Sushi, and the tiebreaker is the results of those round robin rounds. So really, and I think it's going to be an interesting dynamic, though, because Flad really just playing for those bragging rights, playing to be able to say that
Playing to win.
Yeah. And I wonder if we'd maybe even see him kind of change his objective from the race setting, maybe even to a PB or, dare I say it, World Recce.
I mean, off the bat, I'm seeing way different strats on Flad's side in this city. And again, I feel like when these two play against each other, they both bring the best out of each of them. So we are going to be seeing that here.
Yeah, I can certainly tell you from personal experience, having this direct competitor near, or, I think it's certainly arguable that both of these guys are on the same level with this game.
And actually, one thing that I do want to point out, I'm noticing that Fladervy actually has a different pair of headphones in. So I wonder if that is going to play part.
Yeah, because before he was using just standard in-earbuds, and now it looks like he's using.
So maybe it's kind of drowning out all the sound and just really allowing him to focus in on his game.
Could certainly be. I would certainly think that that could be part of it.
So far, everything is looking very crisp on both runners' sides. Tej getting this nice boost here. Flad stepping up, getting it as well.
Yeah, 31 and then a 32
so
from Flad, just
second.
barely.
Just barely a second.
Yeah, look at that, like a point. A 33 from Flad, just a little bit late on the timer stop. Strawberries will impress your friends, but that's about it. Love that line so much. Yep. Kind of talked about this yesterday, but in case you weren't around, it's funny because when you're first playing this game casually, you read that line and you're like, oh, okay, I get to show off my berry count to my IRL friends. But what it actually is at the very end of this game, when you bake a strawberry pie for your in-game friends, like that, whether they'll kind of be a bit turned off by the pie or if they'll actually really enjoy it is determined by how many you picked up over the mountain. And so they're going right into Old Site. You're going to be seeing some hot dream block movement from these guys.
I know we just got off this interview with Chai talking about how we don't get to hear this song too much, but like this section here, between this and the battle and chase, I absolutely love this rendition.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it is a shame that we don't get to listen to it as often as we'd want to, but both runners now moving forward into the battle and chase. Again, battling is on a 3-second delay and copies all of the movement that the runner has, so we have to optimize our route to make sure we don't cross paths with her.
Yeah, there are a couple of little points where you'll see people do like some slight delaying of moves or just like maybe take a kind of roundabout route. That is just to make sure that battling is out of their way.
All right, Tej having to adjust there, getting a little low out of that dream block. Flad going for that diagonal dash through there. Real nice. Threading the needle here. Tej in the coin room. 1, 2, and 3. Flad hot on his tail.
Yeah, very nicely executed.
Just Flad leaving the battle ends in the dust here. And again, we want to look at that IGT timer. That is what's really important here.
Yep. So Tej now moving through the ending of Old Site where you can see a lot of big momentum losses.
Yeah, and then Flad actually not getting just short on the dash to the dream block there. Had to reset and try it again. So it's a few second loss there, but we're seeing a little bit of movement problems here on Tej's side in the awake section. Time to get adjusted again. It's going to allow Flad to slightly catch up. And again, no corner boost there.
Another corner bob.
All right, so we've got a 321 from Tej, and it looks to be a 322 coming from
Oh, wow. Look
Oh,
at
wait, no, they're both 322.
It's a 322.147 and a 322.827.
Whoa.
So 700
Already.
milliseconds apart.
We're seeing Flad taking some water, looking up and checking the screens. As we move into good old-fashioned Celestial Resort.
Yep, and this is another one that Chai Kitty was talking about. You don't get to hear this intro too much, unfortunately, due to how quickly you get to the huge mess and Scattered and Lost. But this music is just so beautiful.
And actually, you miss a complete song in Celestial Resort by skipping the cutscene with Oshiro in Huge Mess. There actually is another song that plays there
Oh
by
yeah, I
itself.
forgot about it.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
I was thinking about one day just running through the game, speed running through the game, but not skipping cutscenes.
Yep.
Just to experience it all yet again.
I think it'd be really cool for like RPGs and such to have a category where you actually only skip text boxes after reading them. I know it'd be like really hard to enforce. It'd be like a big meme category, but I think it'd be kind of cool to, flex that reading ability at times.
And to add to the bonus, just, bring voices to the characters too. Just make it
Yep.
voice acting %. Let's go.
No. That's my best impression.
What?
What was that?
Yeah, he just didn't get a hyper there.
That was so weird.
It's going to allow, actually,
Yeah.
no, Flat has a lead here by about 5 seconds as we head into this huge mess portion here. Very nice movement from Tej, and I believe the audio is coming from Tej's screen as well. Yes.
And so we've got that Scattered and Lost track going as they're moving into this first section with the crates. I'm not sure what exactly all these crates are doing in the resort. Like, I get the books, I get the towels, but, like, it wasn't a warehouse.
Maybe it's crates full of books and towels.
The plot thickens. This is the real advanced lore.
Oh, y'all
coming
wanted a twist? Right, so they are now moving into the book section here. Again, with the RTA is looking very similar, but we're looking at the IGT timer, and Flat has just got a slight lead. Again, that death, and then actually, yeah, the death, and actually having to go all the way back to that one spot and doing that whole section again. Even though it's just a small one, that definitely adds time onto it.
Oh, for sure.
So now here's where demo is going to come into play. Now that that happened there, and Tej knows he has an opportunity to save time by going checkpointless, I wonder if he's going to go for it.
I feel like he should.
I feel like that he will. I mean, we have seen other runners put Tej in a position where he has to go for the more uncomfortable stuff, but as we're seeing on flat screen, he's taking a death there.
Yeah,
so he's going to do this room over again.
I think Tej has gotten all of his demos throughout this tournament. I know that there's been at least one missed demo from someone, but I can't remember exactly who.
I can't remember who.
But if you have that confidence, it's effectively free time save.
Yeah, we'll see. So Tej getting out of there. It's 6:18. Flad getting the key. Actually, no, it looks like we're going to have TGH with the lead here by just a few seconds. About 2 seconds here. So they are going back and forth, folks.
Yeah, we've really got
As we're
ourselves
heading
a race
towards
brewing.
the demo dash room. All right, so Tej is first up to bat here. We're going to see who's going to go for it. Now I think it...
Oh,
running into a
no.
dust bunny there. Holy moly.
That's
Going
going
to put that pressure
I
on.
think that may have Flad in a lead again. Skipping the cutscene at 46 from Tej's side, 42 on Flad's side. Both of them going for the checkpoint, and nice double demo.
We got a 4-second lead on Flad's side here. Getting the task cycle skip as well as we head into the Oshiro chase.
Yep. Now, if you haven't played this game casually before, you may be kind of wondering, like, what exactly is happening here. So, throughout your entire time going through the Celestial Resort, that, like, ghostly-looking bellboy, Oshiro, is trying to convince you to stay there. And Madeline doesn't want anything to do with that. She just wants to climb this mountain and wants to figure out, like, how to get out of the resort to continue on. And while you're cleaning the huge mess, Oshiro's like, how can I get her to stay? I'm being such a bad host. And eventually, like, he starts trying to get you to go into the presidential suite. And so that's what you go up the elevator shaft, cross all that distance to get to the presidential suite. And then, Madeline's just trying so hard to say, like, politely, I just don't quite want to stay here. And then Battling comes out and says it in a very not so polite way. And this is Oshiro's reaction.
Nice corner booster from TG's going to get out at 7:48, but Flad's got a 7:43 with a 5-second lead there. Also, since we were talking about Resort, I'll hit you with a little more trivia in regards to Celeste. So did you know that Oshiro's model used to be completely different?
Really?
Yeah, in the announcement trailer for Celeste, they show a completely different Oshiro, completely different design, and completely different mechanic. It looked like he kind of just would continuously kind of home in on where Madeline was, and he definitely looked a little more terrifying than what he has now. And then also, during that same trailer, they actually have a mashup of Scattered and Lost and a little bit of Reach for the Summit.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually pretty dope. I was like, can we get this track, please? Because it sounds pretty amazing.
I'll have to go find that trailer. That's really awesome. Because Oshiro is always like one of the most interesting characters to me. I'm not sure if he's exactly one of my favorites, but like
he's one of my favorites.
Especially like when you go and find that diary in the resort. It's just we've got ourselves an Archie. It looks like.
I think we had a double flat is already just carving through this.
Yeah, zipping past.
Holy moly. But I know that I think Teach did take a little breather before jumping into the chapter. So, all right, so we are in auto scrollers. Flat
nice
Matt
ultra.
Nailing it.
Beautiful ultra there.
It's about a screen difference here, but again, we're looking at that IGT. Vlad setting up for the strat. Oh, actually playing it safe. I respect the move. He has not been 100% on that, so I agree with that decision. Teach having to go for a backup here, missing that auto block. So Vlad leaving at 9:29 here, so already still in the lead, looking to be about 8 seconds. So it's just extending further and further.
Yep. As Vlad making his way already out onto the cliff face. He's joining him. I'm going to take this opportunity real quick, right at the beginning of the cliff face movement, just to remind all our viewers, we do have Celeste.
Ooh! He's having to do this whole room over again.
Yeah, rough spike dash.
Getting ahead of himself.
He's trying to go too fast. As he's talked about before, there's a point where you play too close to that bleeding edge and you just run right over. I'll go ahead and hold on that announcement, but if you've been around the stream a bit, you know what I was about to say.
So now we got Vlad in the home stretch here on Celestial Resort. He's looking to probably clock in at a 10:24. Okay, he wanted to go a little faster than my prediction, I think. Nope. Teach on the other hand, getting in the home stretch, looking at 10:37.
Yeah,
so we got Vlad out in front by about 14 seconds.
Yeah, not insurmountable, but certainly I think he's been the first to put Teach in this awkward of a position to start out.
It's very true.
And now real quick before these guys get too deep in Temple A, and y'all can hear this really awesome soundtrack and its remix, we do have Celeste vinyls, cassettes, and Celeste Steam keys available that we are going to be giving away to some lucky subscribers. So if you want to get entered into those giveaways, go ahead and subscribe to the GSA channel. You'll also get our quality emotes such as GSAS, GSA Hands, GSA Pog, for instance, the Madeline-themed emote, and GSA GG, and a couple more. And finally, just as a little reminder, for every sub or 500-bit donation, we will be adding $2 to the prize pools. So if you go ahead and put that sub in, not only will you be entered into that Celeste giveaway and also get our quality emotes, we'll also be adding to the prize pool. So win, win, win. Definitely go check that out.
All right, so we got Teach getting that yeet there, but Vlad already in the tape room. This is about, hold on, wait a minute. Are we going to see a 108?
What?
Oh, just short.
A 109.
Wow, very impressive.
Still Pog. Oh, man. That's insane.
Teach looking to come in, it looks like about 110. No, 109. Wow.
Matched 109.
Jeez, that was very good.
We didn't see a single 109 across all three of those previous races between Chai and M Sushi. And here we are with doubles.
Yes. Here we go. 5B. This has been the tale of the weekend.
And especially
with the bubs drop. So, again, every runner has had that mishap. Well, almost every runner.
We'll give these guys some quiet.
But we'll see. Flat up to bat first. He's gonna.
It's good. Nice.
Let's go.
Nice. Let's go.
Tej now with the pressure. He's gonna have to get this to just minimize damage here, and he's
And
gonna
it's
get
good.
it. Let's
Okay.
go.
Yes. Not causing any issues.
All right, so now we are in the rest of 5B here. And surprisingly enough, a lot of these other screens have been causing a lot of problems with runners. Most notably that the rooms with the Zelda-like saw blades. I don't know the names of those.
Yeah, I wish I knew the Zelda names too, because they're such an interesting little enemy.
I'm going to just say it now. Matt, Noel, what are the names of those blades in Celeste? We need that name.
I'm sure we could go through the files, and the sprite probably has some kind of name.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe some in chat might know. We're not sure. Oh, I'm seeing...
It looks like they're just called traps.
Okay.
Or that may just be like the Zelda name. Not sure if
Could be.
they're responding to the Celeste file name or the other request.
I just like to call them annoying. Hence with like what I would call the Zelda enemies as well.
Yeah, and they're clarifying the traps are the Zelda name. That's pretty disappointing.
I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. It's like, you walk in and it's as soon as line of sight, it's just...
Yeah, and Vlad rocking that top of room movement in that previous room and going for the Seeker one.
Oh no, the Seeker, he's got the... Oh, nice recovery, nice patience.
Wow! That's a crazy backup. That just... Not only is Vlad able to play out of his mind, like just with stuff that he's practiced for hours on end, but when you're able to make those recoveries like that, that's when you know you're truly at a new level. Just a ridiculous 5 performance. Just all of 5, not even just 5B.
Yeah, very solid here. It's going to be on a very good pace here. Oh, well, feels like, well, I'm going to just... You have to come get me again.
Yeah, grabbing Theo in that bounce can be a little tricky, unfortunately.
Nice, just skipping that dash cycle. Getting that ultra there, getting set up here. This is a very good time. We're looking at about a 224.
Nice.
Tej also coming in. Also looking to be 224. Woo! Let's go.
Beautiful. Just beautiful. Real quick, we do have people in chat asking, why are they doing 5B? Would you like to go ahead and answer that this time?
Yeah, so the way it works is that if you clear any level within a chapter, it's going to unlock the next chapter. So you can do 5B, or you can even, if you're feeling super fancy, do 1A or 1B or 3B. But at first, it was discovered that it really wasn't that much faster than 5A, just with the level design and everything else. Then came up the idea of the corner boost, and you were able to corner boost over that nice row of spikes in that one room where the bubs drop occurs, allowing you to bypass grabbing some keys and ultimately taking a bubble over to get to that section. But that trick was very, very hard, and there were only a few runners that actually went for that. Most notably Revolution, and 2 that I know off the bat is Revolution and Black Pear. Those are the 2 I remember. I know there are more. I apologize because I don't remember. Please forgive me. But then Bubs Drop came about, and that made 5B the viable choice in any percent. And actually, that came out, I think that came out right around, it's either the GSA any percent tournament, or it might have been the GSA League. I cannot remember, to be quite honest. I'm going to say it's the any percent tournament because it feels like it's been out for a long time. So, but yeah, that is the reason why we choose 5B. And then also 6B technically is faster than 6A, but
only by like 2 seconds. Yeah. It's effectively where 5B was before the discovery of that corner boost, and especially Bubs Drop. So one big skip being found somewhere in 6B would probably allow that to also be introduced into the run.
Yeah, it seems not possible just because of the level design of 5B being more of an open space kind of level. So, because like 6B is pretty straightforward. There's no like optional rooms to go to.
And I do see people in chat asking, yes, Sushi is confirmed for the grand finals. Even if Vlad does win 3-0, he unfortunately will not have enough points to go beyond a tie with Sushi. And due to the results of his and Sushi's round robin race, Sushi would automatically win that tie. So apologies because we did kind of miscalculate that ourselves earlier, but it is totally confirmed now. Sushi and Tej will be the finalists.
All right, so now
Yeah, and certainly Troy of Athens with the interesting point that it does seem that Vlad may be playing a bit better without all the pressure on his back. I mean, he's playing like just out of his mind.
He's playing out of his mind right now. I mean, we have Tej in RTA ahead, but I still, like, Vlad has that lead as he's heading into the shortcut section here in Ravine. And again, leaving Chapter 6, we're going to be paying attention to these times from both runners. If we see a sub 20, we're going to want to we're going to buckle our seatbelts and get ready for a very wild summit, because we have the potential of a world record attempt. That was an ultra in that battle and boost. Are you serious? Okay.
Yeah, we're
Just wow.
Are we sure that Vlad is not just the embodiment of a TAS?
Not quite.
I mean,
we're not sure. Not sure.
This TAS guy seems to have a lot of world records under his belt, and he just seems to be drastically ahead of everyone else. You know, Vlad could just be the cover name.
Yeah, I mean, like, looking at this here, it just looks to be like almost 15 seconds ahead.
Yeah, if he keeps playing like this throughout this entire chase,
Nice
maybe
ultra.
even build it even more. It looks like somehow Vlad has figured out IRL how to make peace with battling and get that level up.
Right? Oh, Tej having a little bit of issue there. Getting a recovery, though, of Woody. Look at that. And then just Vlad barreling through the section here.
Yeah, as chat's pointing out, at this point, Vlad is so well integrated with Madeline, you may as well call the combination Vladilin. And just, I don't see anything that he's losing any sort of time on. Just beautiful.
I mean, everything here is like looking really flawless. He's heading into the final screen here before the second round. And he's looking to get out of this at a sub 5. Should be pretty good. But Tej also, like, getting in at sub 5 as well. I'm just anxiously waiting to see where we're at as we get to the end of this, because both runners are just picking up steam here. Nice. Tej doing the traditional dash down forward into the feather.
Just look at all of these super tight dashes.
This is like, and Vlad diving head first into it.
I mean, Battlein truly does not have a chance during this fight.
All right, so we're on the final screen here on Tej's side. He's going to try to get this fast cycle on the feather. He does. Able to get away. Vlad now in that room as well. Getting that fast cycle, so he's going to get out. Tej leveling up now.
What in the world?
This is pretty good.
Vlad leveling up at 34.
So Tej is going to look to probably be just barely over 20 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, Vlad, on the other hand, he's coming in. He's going to be at a 1955, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, this is a wild run for Vlad. 1954.
So
let's go.
we got ourselves a nice run here. Now again, Vlad's PB 2755. Let's get.
Yeah, and that offline PB, he is seeking to hopefully at some point get another with video evidence this time around. In case you haven't heard what happened there, in a previous race before PACE, when he was warming up before the actual race, he got a 27:55, but unfortunately was not recording. All that we have is the file screenshot that shows that final time.
Yeah, and that was just a warm-up run.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine if like that was, if that's a warm-up, you got like what's full on like 100% Vlad, you know what I mean? Like warming up,
yeah,
like you're getting loose, you're getting ready to go, and then it's just like the full potential is just it's honestly, it's borderline terrifying. Like I'm like, I wish I don't know there's some of best off the top of my head, but for some reason, and I might be wrong here, but I feel like that Vlad might have a faster sum of best than Tej, but I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's very close.
Yeah, and it's
So we're seeing that 27 not happening here unless Flad gets an IL world record. I don't know what the IL world record is for Summit, but I know last night that Flad got an 805. So actually, technically, yeah, if he got an 805, he'd have sub 28.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so
And I mean, either way, getting a 28 OX in this first race, that's got to put some pressure on Tej. Absolutely.
oh no,
See the near
yeah, I'm seeing in
real-time
chat
sync.
they're saying 805 would be world record. Technically, it is world record because, like I said, Flad got it offline. It's not official on Speedrun.com, but we definitely were here, like all of us, watching him do it. And he just got an 805 in Summit, so it's definitely possible. And then in regards, I'm seeing like a pace record. The pace record actually is I think it's a 27:53. Oh, pace record. Never mind. I thought I was talking about the league. The league was 27:53.
Oh, it was 3?
No.
Because I remember Tej got it tied
he-
with his
yeah.
actual recce.
He got it wasn't that one. It was I think it was 27:58 or something like that. I can't remember. I was in the concert, but I was blown away by it.
Yeah, I certainly think Samurai Man has that most accurate prediction with both these guys getting a low 28. Vlad definitely shooting for a 28 OX. Which I think isn't his PB like a 28 flat, his recorded PB?
For who?
Vlad.
I can't remember.
I know it's a 28 OX, but I forget what kind. Teach taking an unfortunate Dust Bunny death, but Vlad's still... Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, Flad bonking his head, having to do the death
And
cycle
again,
here.
unfortunate. Hey, oh, a third one. Just cannot seem to get his...
I respect this move from Flad.
Yep.
Resetting.
Yeah, going to go ahead and make sure he has all the momentum
Nice.
he needs to use the original strat he's used to.
Oh no, Tej running into the Dust Bunny here too. On death cycle, using that wall bounce, taking a breather.
Nice,
He's gonna make it out.
nice.
Ultra Room just causing all kinds of drama today on this beautiful Saturday here in Laurel Park.
Yep, and it's not too late if you happen to be in the area to come out. We do, of course, have all of our grand finals tomorrow and some pretty awesome showcase runs later on today. One of the ones I'm super looking forward to is the Ocarina of Time many percent run, in case you can't tell by the shirt I'm wearing. And then, of course, that 120-star four-way relay is just going to be absolutely wild. And tomorrow, even like right before the grand finals, we're going to have that BFBB 100% race, I believe, or if not just a run. And if you've never seen BFBB, oh man, that game is just so broken. It's great. So lots of really exciting stuff. If you happen to be in the Maryland area, come check us out. Registration is still open, actually.
Nice. With the auto scroll skip, but Tej's gonna have to save this. Oh, just clipping the spikes.
Rough.
Opting to go for the safe strat now. But missing it, falling short. Fladervy still moving through, getting close to the battle and alley-oop section here of 2000. All right, Vlad now moving into 2500. Tej getting this high wind section here. Almost out of 2000. We got Fladervy blaring through 2500. About to get into the key skip room.
Just
Making it look
maintaining so much speed.
Super focus. Tej now also moving through. Also, I just noticed that Tej is rocking the Celeste hoodie. That is I think it was on Fan Gamer.
Yeah, more than likely. Huge shout outs to them. Their merch for a bunch of different indie games is just phenomenal.
I can tell you that hoodie is dope, and it will keep you warm from personal experience because I have it as well. I didn't bring it here because I saw what the weather was going to be like, but man, that thing was fantastic to have in the wintertime, let me tell you.
Oh, I can only imagine.
All right, so now we got Fladervy flying into 3,000, clocking in at a 25.42. Tej on door skip. 1, 2, he's gonna nail it, get into this last battle at alley-oop section here. And we are well on our way here.
Yes, absolutely right. Flad's movement is insane. Just getting that death in front of those spikes. I think that's potentially the shortest death you could get in the run. I'm not really quite sure, but getting that missed dash after the flag and starting out right there, I think you can't really lose too much more time than the 1.5 second respawn time. Getting into the 20s.
Nice, and now Tej getting into the downdraft portion here as Flad is about to make his exit, moving into the updraft section here. Looking to be about a 26.31. Tej now making his way through onto flag number 23, skipping flag 22. And just making his way here. In the meantime, Flad is just plowing through these sections.
Just eloquent movement. I just cannot believe this. Just it's one thing to play at this level for a bit, but to play as insanely smooth as Flat has been playing this entire race. There's a few hiccups here and there, in particular on 15.
Oh, not getting enough height there. Is going to take a death and have to do this room over again. And then again, it's a little more mishaps there. Going for the fastest shot by dashing at an angle to it. I know some runners will just do 2 dashes straight up. So again, just finding those small time saves. Right now we got Tej on flag number 13. The doorbell one last time for this race. In the meantime, Flad now on number 7. And he's going to make his way out of updraft here and get into the home stretch. Tej skipping flag number 10. Oh, and flag number 9. Okay. Test of patience here. He's going to pull it off, though, unscathed. And now Fladervy on flag number 4. Getting into flag 2. Tej on flag number 4 right now. Getting close to Flad on number 1. Oh, running out of stamina to have the neutral jump up there, but it's all right.
There we go. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have been safe to just drop down and try to get your dash back there because there is spikes down there. A Flad is going to come in at a 28.28. Let's go.
Beautiful time.
Tej on flag number 1 as well. Just a couple more dashes here and there. The nice movement. Oh my gosh, it's so great watching this.
Yeah, absolute GGs.
Tej coming in at 29.07. GGs across the board. And Flad taking the first game in a set of 3. And again, that camaraderie coming around. It's always great to see. And you've seen this all weekend from all of the Celeste competitors. Just handshakes and everything all about in between each game. It's just great sportsmanship. And it's one of the reasons why I really enjoy the community overall.
Oh, yeah. It's like I've said a couple of times over the past few days. It's all about the collaborative competition. Doesn't matter who exactly it is that gets that time as low as possible. Granted, if you get your world record taken from you, it's a little bit of a, oh, man. But, you know, it's...
I will say that, not to cut you off, but I know like when Tej had his world record taken away for the first time, people kind of were talking to him about, like, how did you feel about it, especially in a race setting, and he was actually excited.
Yeah,
he was. Just
that's what I was about to say.
Like, I've been waiting. It's been so lonely at the top, and now I'm just like, and it's super. He got really fired up about it, and then like just immediately took the world record back from him.
Yeah, ultimately, like, you know, it's that little bit of like, okay, you know, I got my record taken from me, but it lights that fire under you.
Oh, yeah.
And it's having that direct competition is such a huge motivator. And for both of them, as we can see here, I mean, Flat able to not only keep up with Tej, but surpass him at some points. And this race just a huge indicator of that. When he's playing, he's playing.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to the next race here. I'm going to take a quick breather here. And I'm seeing out in the crowd, too, just like, you know, Sushi just coming up and giving congrats to Flat on that victory as well. So supportive. That's what I love about this community. It's so good.
We pretty well got the whole Celeste community just kind of Well, not the whole Celeste community.
Yeah, not the whole,
but
not all like 800 of us.
most of the guys that are here, like Flair, Troy, etc. Like a lot
Yeah,
of them.
Scrub Lord is here too, who's also in the league as well.
And even like some guys from like the Undertale communities and such, just like kind of related games and such. So, really interesting to see.